Ever feel like your Belgian Malinois is plotting world domination in your backyard? You're not alone. This breed isn't just smart, they're borderline genius, and if you're not keeping up, your backyard might not be enough to contain their intelligence, energy, and relentless need for mental stimulation. If you've ever wondered whether your Malinois is too smart for their own good, stick around, because we're about to break down what makes this breed so unique and why a simple backyard setup might not cut it. You might think that a big fenced yard is enough to keep a Malinois entertained, but the reality is far more complicated. These dogs are escape artists, problem solvers, and high-energy working dogs. If they're left outside with nothing to do, they will find ways to keep themselves busy, and that's when the trouble starts. We're talking digging massive holes, tearing up grass, jumping fences, and even figuring out how to open gates. Some owners have reported their Malinois learning how to climb trees or even scale 6-foot fences. These dogs don't just get bored, they get destructive when they're not challenged. But the real issue isn't just their physical energy, it's their intelligence. The Belgian Malinois is often compared to a border collie on steroids, and if they're not given proper mental stimulation, they start creating their own problems. A Malinois doesn't just want to run, they want a job. That means puzzle toys, scent work, advanced obedience training, and even tasks like opening doors, fetching specific objects, or navigating obstacle courses. A simple game of fetch in the backyard won't cut it. And here's something nobody tells you. If you don't challenge their mind, they will challenge you. A bored Malinois is a rebellious Malinois. They start testing limits, ignoring commands, and finding loopholes in your training. One day they might follow, stay, perfectly, and the next day, they're figuring out how to outsmart you. They thrive on pushing boundaries, and if you're not giving them enough to focus on, they'll turn their intelligence into mischief. Socialization is another huge factor. Even if you have a large backyard, keeping your Malinois isolated can lead to serious behavioral issues. These dogs need exposure to different environments, people, and challenges. A Malinois left alone in a backyard for too long can develop anxiety, aggression, or extreme territorial behavior. They aren't the type of dog that can be left outside to entertain themselves, they need structured engagement and purpose. So, what's the solution? If you have a Malinois and a backyard, you need to think beyond just giving them space. A fenced yard alone won't satisfy their intense need for mental and physical stimulation. These dogs require daily structured training that challenges their intelligence and drive. Obedience drills should go beyond basic commands, introduce complex behaviors, such as retrieving specific items by name, opening doors, or even performing controlled bite work if they're in a protection program. Without structured engagement, a Malinois will create its own games, which often involve destruction, escape attempts, or testing boundaries in ways that can become dangerous. Mental stimulation is just as important as physical exercise. Problem-solving tasks like puzzle toys, hide-and-seek games, and scent detection training help keep their minds engaged. A Malinois thrives when given a job, and if you don't assign them one, they'll invent their own, often with chaotic results. Try hiding their favorite toy or treat in the yard and having them track it down using their nose. Teach them new tricks regularly, rotate training exercises, and challenge them with varying levels of difficulty. A short but intense 10-minute training session involving obedience, impulse control, or scent work can drain more energy than an hour of aimless running. Physical exercise should be strategic and engaging. Agility courses, flirt poles, and treadmill training can help release pent-up energy in a controlled manner. Structured play, like tug-of-war with clear rules or controlled bite work, helps reinforce obedience while satisfying their instincts. If your Malinois is left to simply roam the backyard, they'll likely resort to destructive behaviors like digging, chewing, or even attempting to jump fences out of sheer boredom. Socialization is another critical component. A Malinois left isolated in a backyard for extended periods can develop anxiety, aggression, or hyperreactivity. Expose them to different environments, people, and controlled social situations to ensure they remain well-adjusted. Taking them on frequent walks, hikes, or trips to training clubs can provide mental enrichment that a backyard alone cannot. Engaging them in protection sports like IPO, Schutzhund or high-intensity activities like dock diving or herding trials can give them the structured work they crave. So, is your Belgian Malinois too smart for your backyard? The truth is, a Malinois is too intelligent for a passive lifestyle. They demand a dedicated, hands-on owner who is willing to invest time and effort into their training and engagement. Drop a comment below if you've ever been amazed, or outsmarted, by your Malinois intelligence or escape skills. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more high-energy dog training insights. A Malinois isn't just a pet, it's a full-time project, a relentless athlete, and a strategic thinker. The question is, are you keeping up?